Fight against opioid addiction here in Maryland got an added punch as the Hogan administration came into Annapolis, and the governor is nice enough to meet with us today. Thank you for coming by.
Thank you.
This is a legislative priority we learned from the very beginning, but also for your family we learned it affected you as well. Walk me through that and what it meant for you guys.
Well, so I had a first cousin, probably the cousin I was the closest to, die of a heroin overdose years ago. And that was before it became so prevalent. But almost every family is touched somehow. You know, they have a member of their family, somebody they love, some neighbor, somebody they know well, or a neighbor's child that they are aware of. It's just a growing problem that's everywhere. And when we were running for governor, my running mate, Lieutenant Governor Rutherford, and I, everywhere we went, we would go to wherever the community was and ask, what's the #1 problem facing your community? And everywhere they said the same thing, heroin and opioids. And it was a shock to me, this is in 2014, that every community said that. It wasn't just the inner city, it was in wealthy suburban communities, and it was in very small rural towns. And since then, it's only gotten worse. But we immediately came in to focus on it. I created the Heroin and Opioid Emergency Task Force, which I had the Lieutenant Governor chair. Yeah. And they spent a year going all around the state holding regional hearings where hundreds and hundreds of people would show up. And they came back with 31 recommendations, all of which we've implemented, but we're continuing to fight on it every day.
Other communities have dealt with that addiction for a long time. What's different now? What sounded the alarm now that made it even bigger than before?
Well, it became more and more prevalent because the cost came so far down. So they sort of cracked down. They did a fairly good job of cracking down on opioid abuse, although the prescription drugs, although that's still a problem. And they sort of stopped. They did a good job on interdiction on cocaine. Heroin was cheap and readily available. And it became kind of the alternative drug to go to. And then recently, these new additives, fentanyl, is just a synthetic that they've added, that they cut the heroin with, and it's just deadly. It's 100 times more powerful than heroin is, and it's sometimes killing people the very first time they try the drug.
You got to the point where you created this task force and you got some legislation going, but you decided a state of emergency was even more important, and that put even more of a stress on it here in Maryland. Why go that direction?
Well, we added another $10 million in funding. We put money into treatment. We put money into education. We enacted 31 different things, from assisting in treatment and education and interdiction and getting tough on gangs that are distributing the drugs. None of it worked. There are now 24 million addicted people in the United States, and that has doubled over the past 12 months. And in Maryland, people were dying every day. And so we became the first state in the nation to have a real state of emergency, where we appointed somebody to focus on this full time. We stood up our emergency management agency so we could coordinate the resources of every state agency with every single one of our local jurisdictions, just like we would in a crisis if it were a snowstorm or a flood or the riots we had in Baltimore. Yeah. Everybody's talking to each other because this is a crisis, and it's killing more people than any other crisis we've ever had.
For a lot of people, that first taste came from maybe they had a surgery and they're getting over that pain. So what's the responsibility for doctors in Maryland as we try to fight this, but also relieve people who might be in serious pain?
Right. Well, we last year and this year, we had several different pieces of legislation to try to address that. We set up a way to monitor these drugs. So you're not going to several doctors and getting the same prescriptions. Yeah. Now they can find out, what's been prescribed.
Talk about just the devoting money to treatment as well. A lot of folks, for a long time, it was drug dealers, users all found themselves in jail together, but the problem doesn't get fixed.
Yeah, it doesn't get fixed, and you have to attack it from all directions. The treatment. We've doubled the number of treatment beds. We put more money into it. These people can't not get out of this addiction without help. Yeah. But it starts before that. We've also got to start with education and start early on. We also have the crime fighting piece, and we passed a RICO statute here so we could take down an entire gang or criminal enterprise that's distributing drugs. And we want tougher sentences on the people that are dealing and bringing this stuff into our state, killing kids. But we want to hit every aspect of it. So, average kids now, they know it's bad to smoke cigarettes, but they don't know that you're not supposed to go into the medicine cabinet and try your mom and dad's pills. There's been advertising, there's been a focus on that. They've been talking about it. So getting the kids young and letting them know the dangers of these drugs is really important.
It's one of those things that's just taking over lives, whether you're in Western Maryland or over in Cambridge on the Eastern Shore.
It's literally killing people, and it's tearing apart families and communities from not only just every part of Maryland, but all across the country. It's something that we could not possibly solve by ourselves. It's going to take the federal government, state governments, local governments, community organizations, faith-based organizations, our schools, our police. Everybody has to be on the same team, and even then it's going to be difficult. But we're going to do everything we can. We were the first in the country to take some of the steps we did. It wasn't enough. Now we're the first in the country to declare the state of emergency. It's still not enough. Now we need the federal government, and we need to make people aware, which is why talking with you today is a big part of it. People watching, hopefully, need to pay more attention, and you know, they've got to watch their kids, and it's not just kids; it's kids and adults, and it's everywhere. And you got to stay away from this stuff. It's killing people.
Governor Hogan, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming by.
Thank you so much.
When you're treating somebody with a pain medication, you know, there's something underlying. And if you don't go after what the underlying source is, then that's where it's going to be a chronic problem.
Treating pain without opioids. An orthopedic surgeon weighs in on whether it's realistic. When this special edition of 11 TV Hills State of Addiction continues. Do you or someone you know need help with addiction? Call our hotline. We have volunteers ready to take your call. That number is 410-261-2300.